Hey, me nah lie, it finally happened. Billboard, yes, Billboard finally call out the Grammy and say what we Jamaicans been shouting for decades. Dancehall deserve its own Grammy category. Not reggae, not world music, dancehall. Billboard straight up wrote to the Recording Academy saying it's beyond time to split the Best Reggae Album Award into two separate ones. Best Reggae Album and Best Dancehall Album. And guess what? Vybz Kartel name mentioned. And they're not just talking about the DJ submitting his album. A lot of artists submit album. A matter of fact, one of Vybz Kartel's son submit his album as well for next year awards, so you don't know it go already. But also Chronics put out the big bad album, so you know that go. But Vybz Kartel name mentioned because of his dominance, level of impact where out there display. You know what? They are saying that the music category deserve to get them own slot on the Grammy because of the level of impact and dominance what the music are creating in a game right now. Skilly Bang name mentioned as well. A bunch of artists. So we're going to discuss all of this and what does this mean for dancehall in the future. First and foremost, this might be one of the biggest cultural shifts in Jamaican music history. Because we all know for years the Grammy been holding back dancehall glory, let's be real. In the international world, the Grammy is the standard of success. That one little gold statue can change an artist's life overnight. And for way too long, star dancehall artists have been competing in that category, built to serve reggae, a completely different sound, energy and movement. It seems like the long time fight for recognition is coming to an end. See, reggae is the roots, the meditation, the one drop positive vibration. Dancehall is a whole different energy. We are talking about street storytelling, real Jamaican lifestyle. But when the Grammy lump them together, it's like comparing Bob Marley to, let's just say, Vybz Kartel. Both great, but totally different languages them speak. And for decades, the Recording Academy been acting like dancehall is a reggae little cousin. When in truth, dancehall is the heartbeat of Jamaican's modern sound. It's what influenced reggaeton, Afrobeat, UK drill, so all them get slots on the Grammy. And even some hip-hop style today, dancehall did that. But the Grammy never gave the culture its own identity. And Billboard just said what needed to be said. And when you have a big body like Billboard, you know it's beyond time. The world already separate them. The streaming platform, the festival, the audience, yet the Grammy still treating it like one category. And that's been holding back the evolution of dancehall for years. Let's take it way back because this story is deeper than just one article. When Shabba Ranks won his Grammy back in the early 90s, he was the one who kicked the door open for other dancehall artists. Shabba made that possible. But guess what? After a back-to-back win, they silenced Shabba. And if you did not know all about that, I dropped a video a few days ago about Shabba Ranks. You know what I mean? So you can go check it out, right? See, the Grammy, they never gave Shabba the full credit he deserved as the dancehall pioneer who brought the game into the international market. After that, instead of giving more dancehall artists a platform, they slowly started to shut in that door. Every year after reggae acts, mostly Marley family's projects are, root-based album dominate the category. Shabba's shine got cut short before his music even reached its full peak. And from there, it was like dancehall been stifling ever since. The genre kept growing, of course, new star kept emerging. But no matter how global the hits got, we are talking about Sean Paul, Beanie, Kartel, Mlard, Popcorn, the Grammy still pretended that dancehall didn't exist as its own force. So now the Billboard is making a bold claim, and right at the center of that conversation, Vybz Kartel. The biggest global music outlet dropped their 2025 Grammy predictions, and they are saying, a full time now the man them split the category. Billboard pointed out that both genres are now globally recognized and distinctly different art forms. They even went further and broke down the entire landscape, the reggae side, the dancehall side. And it was clear, dancehall don't belong under reggae anymore. Billboard mentioned how Kartel, who got his first Grammy nomination last year, came back again this year with his album Heart and Soul. They said even though the album doesn't have a major hit single, it's hard to deny the magnitude of his name. Think about that. They even said the same thing about his previous Grammy-nominated project, Party With Me, which also didn't have a big single but still get recognition because of his influence. See, that right there prove how powerful Kartel is, especially now. The man is an independent artist, but I forget that, The DJ did about 13 years running his empire from behind closed doors. No big label machine, no global PR, yet Billboard, the global industry voice, using him as a reference point in their argument to the Grammys. Kartel shelling the world from his own lane, influence artists in Africa, Europe, the UK and the Caribbean without the backing of major industry players. That's unheard of. Billboard basically saying, yo, look at this man. He's defining a genre that you are ignoring and fail to separate from another one. They didn't stop there either. They actually list out who they see as the dancehall contenders for 2025. Valiant would prove them wrong. Skillibeng with international, Conscience, Little Addy, Ding Dong, Squash, 450, DJ Man. The new generation of stars who carry in the culture right now. They said Valiant and Skillibeng probably have the best shot at Grammy recognition, pointing out that Valiant made Billboard Best Album of 2025 list, while Skillibeng got major label push from RCA and viral firepower would shake it to the max. I also respect the fact that they gave props where it's due to reggae. They mentioned Layla Ike, Moja Morgan, Aston Barrett Jr., even King Jammy and Nine in the Observer. The key thing Billboard pointed out though, there are no Marley submission for this year. I wonder why. The reality is Billboard is basically showing the Grammy say, look, dancehall is in a better phase right now than reggae for this year's submission. That alone shows you need to stop put them in one box. Billboard even mentioned a wild twist. I'm sit back and I said, Janu, how far them really plan for take this? They mentioned an album called Them Can't Stop My Joy by Adrian Danso Hanson, who said he used AI for the creative process. Yes, him build the rhythm, wrote the lyrics, and even demoed the vocal himself. But him used AI to experiment with texture. They went on to say this is not 1980s anymore. The sound different, the tools different, the world different, and if producer can use AI to innovate them thing and you recognize that, why can't you innovate and split the category? Let's be real, the Grammy system all and outdated, out of touch when it comes to Caribbean music. They understand reggae. They know Bob, Peter, Bunny and that root sound. But they don't live in the energy of dancehall. So even when an artist like Popcorn or Massacre, or even Alkaline drop a masterpiece, it get overlooked because the category doesn't even represent what they are doing. Why this moment matters? See, this ain't just about an award, It's about validation. It's about the world finally admitting that dancehall is its own kingdom. It's about giving young artists a platform, where their sound can be judged fairly, not compared to reggae. If the Grammys do this, it will open a lot of doors. You will see more dancehall acts getting international spotlight, collaboration tours and sponsorship. It's bigger than music, I'm telling you, it's business. And for Billboard to be the one leading that conversation, especially in a time like now when Vybz Kartel and Move the Needle, that for sure said the industry is finally catching up to the truth. Dancehall run the street. Reggae just rule the roots. Two kings, same island, different crowns. Full time now, dancehall get them own category. And the way how them ridicule Shabba back then because of the music, the slang, the street knowledge, I know him decode it into his music. Yeah, we know them style for dancehall. If you guys can recognize hip-hop, then why you can't recognize dancehall? Not because hip-hop is from your country. All me can say, big up Billboard for finally using their platform to tell the truth. Because for too long, the Grammys been using the reggae as the umbrella to hide dancehall shine. From Shabba, Beanie Man them, Sean Paul, Kartel, Alkaline them, Valiant. The torch never dropped. The music just never got its proper lane. But maybe, just maybe this time, things will change.